Jakarta is burning. That was the news I got exactly 2 weeks before I got my bachelor's of chemical engineering from University of Notre Dame. It was May 4th, 1998, infamously known as the Tragedi 98, where there was widespread rioting and violence in Jakarta and throughout Indonesia. Suddenly, my future was becoming unsure. I had planned to come to Indonesia after graduating to work in a family business. In that moment, I felt like the map I had drawn for my future had caught fire too. I thought purpose was something that came with a title or job description. But it turns out, purpose isn't something that you're handed. It is something you uncover through journey. It was unsafe to go home. So I was scrambling to find other alternatives of what I can do. And after frantic job search, I landed the position in an automotive company as an engineer. While I was working there, I decided to take Masters of Engineering Management at a local college there. It was a class for working professionals. So my class started from 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. in the evening after my office hours. Although it was hard, I really enjoyed it. I got to apply what I learned and also could relate more to what the materials I studied. A couple of months after I graduated, after I received my degree, I got a call that it was finally safe to come home. I could have stayed in the United States, but I decided to come home and run the family business. I started with PT Propan Raya. It was a family business mainly concentrating in wood coating at a time. I did not start from the top. Rather, I worked in a factory improving quality and process. My experience in automotive industry as a quality engineer and graduate educational experience was very useful, as my first task working in the factory was to implement initiative to reduce claims and defects in our products. We achieved 90% reduction in defects and claims and made the process and quality better and more efficient. During my time, Propan Raya expanded from wood coating to various other coatings. Propan is now the largest wood coating company in Southeast Asia. With factories in Indonesia and Vietnam, we are supplying products to brands such as IKEA and Williams-Sonoma. As a matter of fact, Propan is actually the only Indonesian company certified to supply to IKEA factories in Indonesia. So if you buy IKEA products made in Indonesia, that has Propan inside. So purpose doesn't always announce itself with fireworks. Sometimes it starts with a simple question: how I can make this better? That question drove me through engineering school into the factory floor and eventually helped our products touch millions of lives. It was September 2012 when I visited the island of Sumba. It was an organized trip by several prominent architects. We saw firsthand construction of traditional houses that was built together by a community with the spirit of togetherness. The Sumba traditional house was characterized by a high-pitched roof, often as high as 20 meters. This roof resembles a tower which is believed to protect its inhabitants and is built with wood and bamboo thatch as roofing materials. Upon closer inspection in the house, we observe a hearth. The hearth is the center for the house, where the inhabitants do their cooking and social gatherings. It seems like the high-pitched tower roof actually functions as a chimney where the hot air smoke rises up through the roof. The air current that is created by the convection acts as a natural ventilation and air conditioning. The smoke from the hearth also acts as a preservative to the structure and roofing as it keeps insects and fungus away. The house is deeply intertwined with the Sumba cultural belief system, especially the Marapu rituals, which are important ceremonies related to the ancestral spirits and the cycle of life. I thought I was visiting a traditional house, but really I was stepping into a new purpose. Watching the people of Sumba build together, I realized that I wasn't just witnessing an architecture, I was witnessing a legacy, wisdom, and culture vanishing in front of our eyes. When traditional houses are still prevalent, urbanization has led to changes in their appearance and function, with some houses incorporating modern materials and design. Unfortunately, due to the incorporation of the modern materials, the house loses its traditional function and significance, and therefore threatens to lose its local wisdom. In that moment that I felt that it was my purpose to preserve the many local wisdom in the architecture in Indonesia. There are more than 1,300 ethnic groups in Indonesia. Most of these groups have their own culture, language, costumes, and distinct architectural styles. And when you think of building in Indonesia, there are only a few that most people can easily recall. Maybe it's the Gapura style or the Balinese architecture or the pointy roofs or buildings that we can see in the depiction of the Padang restaurants. And yet there are many traditional architectural designs and buildings throughout Indonesia. Each is designed with the local wisdom that has been passed through generations, each with a unique story, purpose, and history. So, what started as a tour became a journey that lasted many years, from 2012 until today. It has inspired 8 architectural books to be published and involved thousands of architects and participants to examine, study, and implement and modernize architectural Nusantara. Nusantara is a word rooted in Majapahit. Gajah Mada, a powerful military leader and prime minister, famously vowed to unite Nusantara under Majapahit rule. It refers to the entire Indonesian archipelago, encompassing the vast collections of islands, cultures, ethnicities, and wisdoms. The first competition was Propan Green Building Award in 2012. There were 208 submissions to the competition, and some of the best works were published in this book. In August 2014, Propan, together with the winners and jury of the Nusantara Architectural Design Exploration Competition, held Architecture Wairabo. Wairabo is a village above the clouds, in a mountain 12,000 meters above the sea. Famous for its own unique architecture, it is a UNESCO heritage site with top awards of excellence. On 17 August 2014, we celebrated the first Independence Day ceremony ever held there. Also joining the event were Indonesian architects who love Nusantara architecture, academics, and Indonesian Architect Association. When purpose takes hold, it doesn't let go. One visit becomes a mission. One traditional house sparked a movement. Each book, competition, and design wasn't just a project. It was an act of preservation. It was a promise to the past and a gift to the future. Airport design competition was held in 2016 with the aim that airports in Indonesia can also be gateways that reflect local culture and architecture. The winning design of the competition was built in Mali Alor in 2019, and now the airport is the pride of Alor and also the Indonesian people. Nusantara Homestay Design Competition was held in order to support the government of President Joko Widodo and the Minister of Tourism. Homestay can be an alternative to hotels in tourism areas so that tourists can experience the culture and local community. It was awarded the MURI, or the Museum Record Indonesia, for competition design architecture with the most participants. Since 2019, I have become the president of Paint Association of Indonesia, and we have inaugurated the first paint technology school in Southeast Asia in 3rd of July 2024, and this is done 100% by the donations and the support of the association. And these are the people who have walked the journey together with me and that has contributed and has touched our lives together. So purpose gave me the courage to return home after tragedy. It gave meaning to my work in business. It gave me a mission to protect what is uniquely Indonesian. Purpose is powerful, not just because it makes things easier, but because it makes things matter. Whatever your field, your background, or your path, ask yourself, what legacy do I want to leave behind? What wisdom will be lost if I don't act? Because when you live with purpose, even the smallest action can shape generations. Thank you very much.